Okay, welcome to part two. Welcome to part two, sorry, I'm not sure I picked it up there. Okay, so really important bit about this question, a rectangular picture is surrounded by a frame with a constant width indicated by these 9s, and that 9 runs all the way around. So over here, these are my two statements from that I can glean. So using first the length or width, you can say A, take away 7x, so lose that bit there, must leave us with 18 because you've got 9 there and 9 there. Okay, so A lose 7x is 18. Similarly, looking at the width here, you can have B take away 3x, leaves us again with 18 because you've got 9 there and you've got 9 there. Okay, so that's sort of the diagram ticked and checked off. Over here, where A to B is 3 to 2, so then we can say 3B equals 2A. So we've used that information there as well. So now I've got A, B, and X by two equations. So let's try and get rid of some stuff. So if we double the first equation, again, just to get rid of fractions, double the first equation, get 2A minus 14x equals 36. That's me doubling this one here. And then I'll take the fact that 2A equals 3B and substitute that, so that 2A has become this 3B, so apart from that it's exactly the same equation. And then I'm going to take this equation here and then just write it underneath. So these would be the simultaneous equations. Grab a colour there. So this is what I'm trying to solve. So again, you could pop it into your graphical calculator, do it probably this time. So we'll multiply this one by 3 to give us this here. And then I'm going to do equation 1, which I'm calling this one, take away equation 2. So we get 5x equals 18. And then we get x equals 3.6 there. And we divide by 5. Okay, for question 9a, it's a pretty standard GCSE question, to be honest, you're happy with this. So x to y is 3 to 5, and y to z is 10 to 9, or you want x to z in the simplest form. So as long as we make sure we've got the right amount of parts in both ratios, we should be fine. So you've got 3 to 5, that's the same as 6 to 10, just doubling that one up. And now we've got the match here, so we've got 10 parts of y in both, and therefore if 10 parts of y is worth 9 parts of z, and it's also worth 6 parts of x, and we can bring those two ratios together and say x to z is 6 to 9, or 2 to 3. Okay, for question B here, so again x to y is 3 to 5, that's what we're dealing with, x's and y's. So this time it's an equations form, so 5x equals 3y. So if we try and simplify 10x to 7y, then 10x, if 5x is 3y, then 10x, if we double it, must be worth 6y. So we've got 6y to 7y, and then divide by y, we get 6 to 7. Okay, and then for question C, again, we'll start with 5x equals 3y. And so we've got x plus y to y, and just for convenience, we're going to times it all by 3. So 3x plus 3y in the ratio to 3y. But 3y is 5x, so replace everywhere I see 3y with 5x, simplify, get 8x. On this side, divide by x, and we get 8 to 5. Okay, we'll just run it full because we've got the time to do it. So we're just trying to find the value of n. So it seems to be that we're going to be using Pythagoras here. So if we concentrate first on this bottom triangle here. Okay, so the right angle's in there, so we draw that out in 2D. We'll end up with 2n here and n here. So let's try and find the hypotenuse. So it's going to be the square root of 2n all squared plus n squared, which is the square root. So that's 4n squared plus n squared, so that's 5n squared. We'll leave that there. And then if we then switch colours, go green, and switch to this right angle triangle here. There we go, and then draw that out in 2D. So we've got 2n plus 1 here, we've got n minus 1 here, and then we've got the square root of 5n squared here. So from this we should just be able to form an equation. So we're going to do this squared plus this squared equals this squared. and see where it takes us. So we've got n minus 1 squared plus this squared, where the square root of that just returns to 5n squared, equals 2n plus 1 all squared. And so if we expand this, we get n squared minus 2n plus 1. We'll write the two brackets next to each other, do it properly, n minus 1 times n minus 1 plus 5n squared. What's turned into an x? So to simplify this, so we get 6n squared minus 2n plus 1 equals, and now we expand this one properly as well, we get 4n squared plus 4n plus 1. So simplifying, we're looking for it to equal 0 for a quadratic, so we'll take away 4n squared, so we get 2n squared. We'll take away 4n minus 6n, and we'll take away 1 from both sides, which is nice and convenient actually, isn't it? So that equals 0. So then to solve, we'll divide by 2. N squared minus 3n equals 0. We'll factorise. n minus 3 equals 0, which implies answers are either n equals 0, which they won't be because it's a length, or n equals 3. Okay, so if you've got any questions, I went too quickly, or in general I just mumbled my way through and you weren't too sure, just drop us an email. But hopefully that first sheet wasn't too bad. Next one coming up on Monday.